Hello and welcome back to Tech Review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Samsung Brightside, which is a mobile phone from Verizon. It's a basic phone. Now, this one has a 3.1-inch display on it, a QVGA, and 240 by 320 pixels. It's touchscreen, color. Okay. If any of you guys are familiar with Samsung products, you notice they always have these certain stylings, the textured buttons. That's what I like about Samsung's. So this is the call button, like answer call, end call, back, and microphone button. You have Samsung, Verizon, speaker, and you have your light sensors. And then on top you have a standard headphone jack, which is nice with chrome around it to make it look a little nicer. On the sides you have the unlock button and lock button, the camera button. On the bottom you have your micro USB. Oh, the back's not snapped on all the way. And then you have your volume rocker. And then at top you see this little indent, that's where you pull off the back. Then on the back here you see the nice, it looks kind of nice to me I think, 3.2 megapixel camera, which also records SD video, which I think is great because most phones don't. Then you have your speaker over there, Verizon, Samsung. Now the back's kind of textured. It's just plastic. I wish they would have finished, because on the side they have this piano gloss that should have been covering the back, but it's not in this silverish plastic thing. I think it's a very nice looking phone, actually. This is the lock screen. You can unlock it by hitting the end call button or the lock button. And typically all you had to do is do what it says, drag to unlock. You can drag it any way you want. You can drag it this way, that way, anyway. And then here's your home screen. Now, you can change the colors of these tiles to a green style or they're orange. That's the only two colors you have. And you have your 3G, your time and date, well not date, your time and battery. Then you have my Verizon, messaging, my pictures, media center, tools, mobile web, email, social networks, alarm, apps, VZ Navigator, and settings. And then you have voicemail, recent, keypad, and contacts. And then this little clock symbol is just telling me that I have an alarm set, and this is like your notifications. If you don't have any notifications, it won't be there, but if you do, you can click on them, and it just brings up all the ones you could have. I think it's kind of cool. It's messaging, and then of course you can click new message. You can use the on-screen keyboard, or you can use the slide-out keyboard, which I think is pretty nice. It lights up. The buttons are rubberish, they don't feel cheap. Then you have my pictures. They just have pictures. Then you have Media Center, where you have apps, mobile web, music, tones, pictures, video. Now you do have VCast video also. You have tools, voice command, calculator, calendar, alarm, stopwatch, or clocks.
Please say a command.
Now you have that. Calculator, you have normal, tip, and converter. Now I think it's cool that it has a converter. I've never seen a phone with that. You can do temperature, length, weight, area, volume, and currency. Then you have an alarm clock, stopwatch, world clock, notepad, and USB mass storage, document viewer, and phone setting search. Then you have mobile web, which is an Opera Mini HTML browser. You use the Verizon 3G. I don't have data, so I can't show you. I can just show you that this is what the page looks like with your favorites here. Any tabs you have running. And then here's a nice on-screen keyboard. Then you have email, which is again an app you're going to have to pay for, which I don't have. Social networking, Facebook, you can post up a picture, update your status, and then you can tweet with Twitter. Then of course alarm, apps. Sorry for the glare with the lights. It comes with all these pre-installed apps such as mobile email, City ID, Verizon Opera, which is the browser, Daily Scoop, VCast Tones, Uno, Tetris, Backup Assistant, VZ Navigator. You can shop apps in the App Store, but that costs money if you have a data plan, which I don't. Then you have VZ Navigator, which is Verizon's Navigator,
a powerful and easy-to-use
which you have to pay for, and then of course you have settings. Now this phone has really bad ringtones. And of course you have voicemail, recent calls, keypad, and contacts, and it brings this thing up so you can search for your contacts, which I think is kind of cool. Then let's look at the camera. This is the camera. It's a basic camera, not anything special. It can also record SD video, and it has a picture editor where you can put in filters and crop, I think. Do like little touches up, which I think is kind of cool. Also, it has these nice screen transitions. There we go. See how it slides? And then if I slide it, it does that. Most mobile basic phones don't have that, they just slide, so yeah.